My name is Matt Rainey, and I am an assistant principal at a school called Indian Creek Elementary. What are the challenges or the biggest challenges of being in a school administrator? So, to answer that, just need to probably understand that at each school, it's a little bit different. At each school and in every different level, when I say level, elementary, middle, and high school, you have different responsibilities that may be assigned to you depending on where you are. So currently, um, my tasks include special programs, so special education, 504. I also do response to interventions, and we have meetings and monitor student progress with that. I evaluate teachers on just their professional practice every year. Um, I also am the testing coordinator at my campus, which is a huge job in itself. And I also handle discipline for students, which that can vary depending on which school you're at too. So, like I said, it's different wherever you go. Biggest challenge for me is the time that you're given throughout the day to do all of these things is never enough. You really have to prioritize and manage your day accordingly to um, what is most important and where do you need to be. And figuring that out can be a challenge depending on what you what the day entails. There may be many things that you have to do at the same time, and so doing all those things, like I said, it's a challenge. So I'm stretched pretty thin because it's at my school. It's just me and my school principal, and we're at a campus, a relatively small campus. So we have about 550 students, and it's just the two of us with 50 staff members. So it can be a struggle to manage all that, but prioritizing is just huge. So every day I have to sit down and make a list and prioritize my calendar of, okay, where do I have to do? Where do I have to be? That second question you ask about what I love most about my job, that's a great question because I wouldn't do what I do if I didn't like it. Even with, coronavirus kind of ruining all the fun things that we used to do and all the things that you do at a school. There's definitely some constraints now, but for the most part, I just really like being at a school that's every day is not boring. There's so much variety in your day that just breaks up that monotony. So, also, I just really like being a school leader. I get to talk to a variety of different people. And that's one of my favorite things. It's just meeting people and talking to them about their interests, their passions, and just the day to day conversation that you have with them. Also, just students and talking to them, having conversation about what they like to do, and seeing the innovation that they produce at especially at a young level, being at elementary school, it's pretty amazing to see what they're capable of and what they can do. And just those conversations are also never boring. They always say something that either surprises me or makes me laugh. Like I said, it's just that is the most or the biggest thing that I love is getting to just have those conversations with staff and students, and it's just really rewarding as a school administrator. The third question you ask is about requirements, and that is going to depend on where you're at. Um, Before I came to Hawaii, I was an assistant principal in Texas. And so what I had to do is I had to have at least 3 to 5 years as a school teacher. However, I had 8, and you have to have a degree. You have to get your degree in your master's in educational administration. Once you get that, you take an exam, and it is the K through 12 principal exam. And that is the certificate that you must obtain to apply for school administration jobs in Texas. So once I got that, I was able to apply for assistant principal jobs, and then I got assistant principal job. When I came to Hawaii, it's a little bit different there. I was put on a different track, but you're admitted to this program called the Hawaii Certification Institute of School Leaders. HISIZL is what's the acronym. And it's a pretty extensive program. But in my opinion, they really do a good job of preparing you, because it's a lot of work, and they make sure it's something you really want, and want to pursue, because of all the work that's entails. But I think the biggest thing that they do for that and preparing you is they actually put you in, they place you at a school as an intern. And once you do that, you can enter this HISIZL program, and that's where you do this coursework and attend these monthly seminars where they provide you with all this information and just a lot of leadership concepts that you cover, and it just really prepares you for what you experience as a school administrator. And once you complete that, you get your certification as a vice principal. And then they have a different certification for principal, and you have to attend different seminars for that. So I think with that program, they do require some graduate work at the university level. But I don't think there's any certifications, as far as I know, that you have to, any tests that you have to take to get a certification, like in Texas. So, like I said, different requirements, it depends on where you are. But I think the biggest thing in preparing you is just being on the job and doing this job and seeing what that's like. There's nothing that can prepare you more than just the overall experience.